We're now talking to Emmanuel Francois of the EnOcean Alliance. Emmanuel, the EnOcean Alliance has partnered with a number of leading organisations in the Internet of Things ecosystem. Why do you think it is that partnerships are important?
Well, if you look at the constellation of IoT, there are numerous of ecosystems.
Yes.
And if you look at on the user aspect, there is a big need of interoperability. And this not only on the infrastructure level, but also on the cloud level, yes, at least. And for this reason, it's important that most of these organizations join together and work together. And therefore, these major agreement within the last years of EnOcean Alliance, with such alliance like Holton,
yes,
OIC, and recently Zigbee Alliance. It's a major issue.
It is indeed a major development as well. Often
exactly.
These companies were previously thought to be competing with each other.
Exactly. And if we want to have a broad and a mass development of IoT, this is just the way we have to do.
And what role would you see energy harvesting wireless solutions playing in the Internet of Things?
Well, today market analysis mention a figure of nearly 25 billion of connected objects within 2020. And this cannot be 25 billion additional batteries.
No, absolutely
it's
not.
Just impossible. It's just impossible for environment reason, but not only, also for the user reason, for usage reason. So in this case, energy harvesting is just a must. And if you look at the environment today, most of reasonable and serious program of IoT are considering energy harvesting as unavoidable.
Yes.
And there, EnOcean, with 15 years experience, is very well, was a pioneer and is very well positioned.
Why can smart buildings based on batteryless and wireless technology be seen as a role model for the IoT?
Well, today, if you speak about smart building, I include a smart home. It means connected buildings. And connected, it means internet.
Yes.
So the buildings today are concerned by the law of internet. And what does it mean? I would sum up in 2 words: pooling and sharing. And the consequence to it is flexibility, modularity. That means the buildings need to be flexible and modular. And you will get it if you get rid of the wires, of course.
Yes.
But if you get rid of the wires, that means you have wireless equipment. But once again, you won't have wireless equipment with batteries. It's just impossible in terms of maintenance, in terms of usages. Actually, the user, which take a housing, which take a space, needs to see no differences between what was before it was connected and afterwards. That means if I speak a switch, the switch which is wired and which will get wireless needs to be as if it were wired. That means no difference in the usage.
Yes.
And for this, no batteries, because even if you change the battery at least one every 10 years, it's too much. It is much too much. And I speak about a switch, but if I speak about a motion sensor or even a heating valve, so it's not 1 year, it's not 10 years, but more than 1 or 2 years. So it's just impossible. So batteryless is a key issue. Is a key issue for the development of smart building and smart homes, and the development of IoT in the smart homes, in the smart buildings, and even smart cities.
Yes.
And I would say there, that EnOcean, with 15 years experience, has acquired wide expertise with a broad ecosystem, which is today a big trump.
I can very much see how wireless and batteryless technology is a fundamental part of the future of the smart home and the smart city. Thanks.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much, Emmanuel.
Thank you.